Clap.
You're clapped. Hello, everybody. In this episode of YTZ, we'll be discussing how technology is conforming society. It's quite a big one.
Yeah.
Who am I joined with on my left?
This is Armani Manawi Hafi. I am pretty cool. I'm glad to be here, Michael.
Yeah, no one agrees with that. Who's on my right?
That's me, Lewis.
Yeah!
Yeah.
Yeah, now that guy's cool.
This is a cool
guy's
guy. I
really
love him.
cool.
Oh.
And first and foremost, I would like to thank the shadow government.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Love the shadow government.
Love
They
that
gifted
guy.
me this notebook, actually.
Oh, wait a minute. What is a death note? Okay. Also,
We don't talk about that.
I would really love, I think we'd all love, feedback on the current ideas we've been doing as of recent.
Yeah. No, yeah, I have to agree with that. That's we've been doing a lot of experimentation with our stuff
Yes,
as of late.
Exactly.
And I would love to hear Alex's thoughts on that.
Yes, Mr. Alex, what do you
Yeah.
think about our current experimentation?
You know, that was
Sometimes,
very...
yeah.
Yeah, very
Very
insightful.
Sometimes he scares me.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm scared, guys.
We should get.
Wait,
Yeah.
What?
What?
is Alex the person?
What are
who's
you?
The shadow government.
What are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
Sorry, what were we talking about?
We're talking about technology and how.
What do you think about that,
society.
Michael?
I'm Biggie Mike.
Oh, sorry, Biggie Mike.
So the first and foremost topic of current society
Small
with
Mickey
technological achievements, and Lawson, I will kill you because you won't marry me.
Oh, it's just not happening. Sorry about it. Well, not really sorry, but...
So I'll go with the money right now. Have you seen the effects of AI in this modern day?
It's freaky. It's very freaky.
Is it freaky?
It's scary. It's scary. You know, I think AI is pretty cool. In some parts, I like ChatGPT. That's pretty fun to mess around with. You don't really, yeah. You know, there's some freaks who use AI. I'm not talking about
Probably Alex.
Probably Alex. But when you really look at it at a wider scope, a lot of jobs have been rumored to be in jeopardy because of AI.
Yeah.
Like AI can be good. It's like doing something that you shouldn't like. I don't know. It's good to not have AI completely. It's good to have it in, I guess, little portions. Yeah. Like, I don't know, it's like eating unhealthy food or something. Like, the world, I think, would be a lot safer if there was a regulation on AI where where it will not jeopardize jobs and, you know, it can be beneficial to people and not harmful to the majority of the world.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know what I'm talking about now.
Lewis, can you quickly say what your work is?
What my work is?
Yes.
So, like, what I do for...
Yeah, you just do something.
Mm-hmm.
What's this going to be about?
Don't worry right now.
Just
Lewis.
talk
is
about
your
what you
job?
do for your job.
Oh, so I work at New World, I guess.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I don't really guess. I'm just saying, like, I'm only saying I guess because I didn't know that I had to
Don't worry
specify
about
on
it.
where I was working.
Mhm.
But yeah, I work at New World and I'm the chilled frozen assistant. And
Big man.
what I do is just stack frozen products on the shelves, ice cream and all that type of stuff.
Now, I know in the development of supermarkets, there have been, I guess, advancements and ideas to use robots and AI to do everything for the supermarket.
Yeah.
Wow.
To
So
make
they'll
it
just
so-
take my job pretty much.
Exactly.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that? Like, what if, like, tomorrow it's like, we're implementing AI, you're fired.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I'm pretty sure there's some type of law to where you can't just get fired.
Wow,
From
I'm
work.
your boss.
Well, No, not really.
You're fired.
You're fired. We got AI now.
Yeah, we got AI now.
Yeah.
We got AI laws.
We got AI Louis.
Yeah, I'm not AI.
So yeah, they've been trying to, I guess, add robots to the entire building of a supermarket to collect items, like do everything workers are meant to do, to make it a process where you don't even have to step inside the store. I guess they just kind of fly it over to you.
Yeah, like those Amazon drones.
It's like
Yeah.
it's like a delivery for you,
Yeah.
and you don't even have to go in.
But then
and see what you want.
like the supermarket's still there.
Yeah.
It's just not for people to like go inside and shop.
Oh, so there's
It's like
like
a
no stacked
warehouse.
shelves or anything. It's just all
It's
in
all
the back.
robots doing it.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Is that,
mean-
is that interesting to you?
I mean,
Does it
I
frighten
mean,
you?
it'll make everything much more easier
Yeah.
for like, people.
Yeah.
But like, job reference, I don't think so.
Yeah, I ain't getting a reference from Carl the robot. like there could be a point in the future where everything is, I guess what would the word be, managed by a robot.
Yeah.
Like takes your New World.
Yeah.
There could, and this would be a very frightening future where everything in that store is just manned by a robot. The only thing that the farms that get the fruit, the produce from there, the meats, they're
Factory.
they're all just in a goddamn, they're all by robots, and it's kind of freaky. It's scary to think about.
Yeah.
Sorry, I keep using freaky, man. It's weird. It's a
Freaky,
bit.
man.
It makes me go. Makes me go
choice of
jeepers. Yeah,
vocabulary.
shivers in my timbers.
One thing that I keep thinking about is like some of my friends have been going to like doctors and hospitals recently, and I'm thinking like, damn, like when I'm an adult and if I'm getting served by a doctor my age, it's like, bro, did you really use ChatGPT to get all the way to your bloody point right now? Did you actually work? I want the goddamn doctor double my age, please. I want the guy that actually done the job. YouTube tutorial doctor.
Yeah,
It'd probably be like some really smart Indian too. Okay, guys.
love those
This is
guys.
how you do that. Heart transplant.
Oh no.
To be honest, I think there'll be a future where AI is a bit more is predominantly more, centered in the work world.
Wait, can't they make AI of us? Like,
I wouldn't like that
Possible,
thought.
Not at this very moment.
Yeah,
oh,
It'd take a lot of time.
I don't think. Yeah, I don't think there. At this point in time, we could recreate a human personality, at least with an AI.
Because a human is too unpredictable.
Yeah.
But also, AI is unpredictable. It is what's called artificial intelligence. So
Yeah.
AIs basically work the more information they get, the more they learn.
wow.
So the reason ChatGPT is so good, well, it's got a good base for learning. But more people that use it, the more information it gets.
Yeah.
So it's becoming more helpful every minute, even every minute. More knowledge, more everything.
So if I were to type something up, and it would just tell me straight up, and then
Yeah, most
if I were
likely.
to have something that would related to my question, it would just make it even better.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
One thing I like is you can straight up make spelling errors and it knows what you meant.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
I don't really use ChatGPT, but like,
Yeah.
what?
You can straight up make spelling errors. You can
Yeah.
straight up write your prompt correctly wrong.
That's a spelling error.
That's a bit of, yeah, but ChatGPT would have understood.
Yeah. I think with
Oh, what? Does it use dictation as well?
yeah.
Well, yeah, it needs words. It has everything.
Oh, so like you can just speak to text. So like your
Ah,
Text to
yeah,
speech.
that's available.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speech
Oh.
to text. Yeah.
Accessibility.
Yeah. Sometimes it could, with the wrong grammar and stuff, it could understand what you're trying to misunderstand what you're trying to say, but as long as the general idea of what you're trying to say is there, it could feasibly understand.
So you've said you haven't used AI.
Well, I haven't
I
used it like
have.
well, and like I know like how you can use it. Sort of, you just write down a question and then it just gives you the answer. Well, depending on how long
Yeah.
you want it, then it will give you the answer. But
Yeah.
that's about it. I don't know all the other stuff.
One moment. Hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me.
Well, I've used it for just generally figuring out stuff. Like I used to. I don't really. I know Google is basically the same thing. I can just search up, blah blah blah. When did this happen? Oh, what happened? What's the specifics of this? But I've done a few things in GPT. I've asked points. I've mostly been able to get like a list of things I could do. Ideas more.
Okay, one moment. So you've used it for like basically ideas?
Yeah, ideas, but I don't really use it anymore. I just don't really care.
One that I used it for, which really helped me, it was basically my first experience with ChatGPT, is in computer science class with coding Python. Very hard, right? Because level 3 standard, it was so goddamn like confusing. And there's things when I code and stuff that I have different ideas of how to do it. Like I thought of a really like interesting idea. It's just I didn't know how to do it.
Oh yeah.
One thing I was just straight up doing at some point was I was just chucking my entire code in, and it would just spit back better code. It would make it more compact, make it make more sense, and it would make it work. Which is insane that like something could just like, and it was right, like it knew what I was trying to do.
Oh yeah.
It's like very specific. It's like when you're making something, like let's say art, for example.
Yeah.
You know how to, like, you know what you're trying to make.
Yeah.
Not much people can really replicate what you're trying to make
Or
yourself.
like picture what you mean.
Yeah. So, like, when you're doing something like coding and you can put it into a computer that exactly, like, spits out how you wanted it and better than you could have thought to make it, that was, like, crazy to me. So I was doing that to fix errors and things like that. But that's one thing I used AI for. But I also got another slight topic, war.
War.
Like using AI in war?
No. From what I've learned, most technological achievements, like with communication and currently basically everything that we almost use, was advanced in war.
Oh yeah, of course. If World War II had never happened, we might not have that laptop right there. Because that's basically the whole point of war. Progression was the main.
Yeah, it was like
to get the leg up.
It was like we need this.
Can you make this? Yeah.
Then they'll start experimenting on making more stuff.
Because if there wasn't that, we wouldn't have the interest to make a computer because we didn't need it before then.
Yeah.
Like computers were invented by Nazis.
Yeah.
It's called the Z4. It was invented in like the 1940s.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure the internet technically has been in use since the 1960s.
Somewhere around there.
For military use.
Oh, yeah.
The word internet itself basically means two computers that are connected to each other.
Intertwined.
Yeah, so
Intertwined.
that was developed from war essentially.
Yeah.
Even like phones.
Yeah.
Because you need communication in war.
Quick communication.
Oh, is that when they had those little...
Yeah.
Oh, Morse code and all that.
Morse code,
All of it.
telegraphs.
And then headphones and that.
I mean, some ways of communication, like telegraphs, were invented before World War I.
Oh yeah, same with like radio, but they got a lot more better during World War II.
It's like
as well
because they're all connected with lines, right?
Yeah.
Like they would have a whole like line and it would go through
like a transmission line.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. So it's basically it's like well, you just cut their line and then they can't talk to each other.
Yeah, that's why we had to use radio waves.
Yeah, they had to figure out. Okay, that's a problem. We can't talk to each other because they keep cutting the goddamn lines. We keep sending little Johnny out to go fix the lines, but he keeps dying. So we sent his other brother, Timmy, out, and then he died too. Oh, we sent the rest of his 8 brothers out, and they all died too. So it's like, we can't keep doing this. The Timmys and the Johnnies are too good for war. So we got to make it so it's not wired.
Yeah.
That's made wireless.
That's how we got wireless communication. Obviously, telephone lines still existed, but as time went on, more and more ways of communication and just general technology got available to the public because, hey, the companies that have been making them, hey, we could make a fat profit off that, like computers and whatnot. Because I think around like maybe 20 years ago in the 1950s, like the 2000s, They thought that the smallest computer you could have could fit in your like shed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like the Z4, the first computer made, was bigger than this room.
Yeah.
Damn.
And I think the only use for it was that it was a calculator.
Yeah.
It was just a calculator, but it was so big that it could fill up like entire buildings.
Oh yeah.
And there's so much parts for it that you can actually buy a part of it, like online for like a couple $100. You can buy the first computer, like parts of
Wow.
it. Yeah. Because that's how many parts.
Does the first computer still exist? Like,
Well, it's not. It doesn't work anymore because
Yeah.
it's been taken apart, and it would be useless.
It's absolutely obsolete.
Yeah.
What do you want to do? Do 2 + 2 for like 3 hours?
I mean, it would be fun just to see
Yeah.
little letters on a big screen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like even with like rockets, for example,
Yeah.
that's one of like supposedly man's greatest technological achievements is making people go out of Earth.
Yeah.
And that was also kind of part of war as
Yeah.
well.
Because it was in the Cold War. The
Weren't there, you know, how the rockets were getting sent up to space? Weren't they racing or something? Like, weren't
yeah,
they
it was
space
it was the space race between Russia,
And
the Soviets,
America.
and America,
Oh,
of course.
It was like a way to like beef with each other without hurting each other.
Yeah,
Oh,
they just
yeah.
flex their muscles at each other.
And I think the first rocket that made it out of space was actually a missile. It was a Nazi missile.
Really?
I think that was converted into a rocket.
Oh, by the
'Cause-
Soviets or the Americans?
I don't know who made it. I think Soviets actually did get
Yeah,
stuff out of space.
they got
first.
the first man to space, but the first person to get to the moon was obviously
Yeah.
the Americans. The
Yeah.
Americans.
yeah. Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah. But on the rocket thing, the rocket that got the first man to the moon
Yeah.
has the same amount of gigabyte
yes.
capacity as the original iPhone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because, well, rockets, they all work based on computers as well.
Yeah.
Oh.
Thanks
Calculate.
to war.
Yeah.
Yeah. It has like, the rocket has like space or something. I think it was only like 2 gigabytes.
Yeah.
What?
It was
2
like,
gigabytes.
yeah.
I could have the operating system on my laptop right now.
I got it in my pocket.
Oh, I guess. Technology.
Yeah.
Like, people trying to kill other people is why we have cool things today. We wouldn't have computers.
Yeah.
So thank you, people, for killing other people and taking over countries and violence and that.
Thanks, Adolf.
I don't think that's a great thing.
What do you mean?
Think.
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
Where do you
Well,
think
I
those
mean, like-
headphones came from, Laws? Aren't you grateful?
Are you grateful for these microphones? If little Johnny if all the Johnnies and Timmys all didn't die, we wouldn't have this.
That's not what I mean. I mean, like, it's pretty sad for like a lot of people to die just for it to be evolutionized.
It's
Yeah.
morbid.
This day.
It's morbid, but they're, that is just how history works, I guess, and that's just how history is supposed to go.
Yeah.
No one's completely happy, I guess.
And I guess it's interesting how technology even came from. Like, from wood to like hand tools to the Industrial Revolution.
Okay, Ted Kaczynski.
Like, the Industrial Revolution is when, I guess it was in Europe mostly.
Yeah,
That's when they basically invented factories.
yeah, steam-powered stuff.
Yeah. And they invented so many factories, they goddamn turned the world into a black cloud.
Yep.
To a wasteland. Pretty much.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
They turned our world into Fallout 4 just so they could have their biscuits.
Yummy, yummy.
Thank you, Winston, even though you're not responsible.
Thanks, Winston Churchill.
The fact that you guys know their names is crazy. I don't even know.
Oh, wow.
You're a bit of a
His name
dim
comes
preacher.
from war as well.
He was also in war.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
He led Britain.
yeah.
Oh, did he win?
Yeah, they won.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I think most countries won.
Oh, one with casualties, obviously.
I just gotta write something.
What are you writing?
No, you gotta write down the questions.
Hey, Michael, can you just read this for me real quick?
Yeah, okay. What have you written down here? Oh my god.
Ah! Well, now that's done with. Let's continue.
What did you do to Michael?
Shadow government, schmadow motherment.
Um,
So what do you think about that, Lewis? So I guess to continue on from our great fallen leader.
Yep.
Where do you see the AI in the future?
I could definitely see it advancing, like more than how it is right now. Because like as what our fallen person who disappeared has said is like the more you use it, the more better it grows, like information wise.
Yeah.
And for what he was saying, like how you can do a spelling mistake, or like with his code, for instance, he put it down, fixed all the errors, made it pretty much better than how he would have ever imagined.
Thought it, yeah. No, yeah, I think I share a similar thought. Like the government could be able to like code an entire plane's operating system after just saying, "Hey, code an operating system for our latest plane" into ChatGPT, and that's a bit frightening.
That you could do that?
You could probably in the near future. You can't do that now, of course.
Oh, right.
Yeah, it's a bit complex. And I guess
I just realized that you could also just use it to help you hack as well, can't you?
a lot of AI have restrictions to like what they can and cannot say, but you know,
but it could break the
it
restrictions.
could if you were able to. If you had made your own ChatGPT from scratch,
And
you could
then-
probably learn how to do a lot of horrible things.
Oh, that's not really good now. Is
Yeah, and I guess that's one of the cons of it. What do you think?
Well, like the first one, it could get out of hand,
Yeah.
and well, can definitely cause a lot of problems and a lot of danger to people, or just to a lot of people in general.
Yeah.
Could overpower us, you know.
Yeah, you know, like the Terminator, Skynet and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I love those movies.
Yeah.
What's his name? Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Schwarzenegger.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
guy.
I guess, like I don't think we're going to have Terminator, like, in a few years, but maybe, say, 50 years from now, we might have a Terminator-esque situation.
Oh, yeah.
At worst, of course, you know, we can always stay hopeful.
And just hope that doesn't happen.
Yeah. Check us out on Instagram, TikTok. I don't know. We might have I was gonna say Wiki Feet. You know
Wiki?
Wiki Feet.
What's
It's
Wiki
this like
Feet?
site about where people post their feed.
Why would it be on there?
Because I thought it was funny to say. Check us out on Instagram, TikTok. I'm pretty sure we have another thing. Bye. Goddamn bye. Hey, Mark, do you hear me beating my meat under the table?